reading is a radical act. It's not just a passive form of entertainment.
My name is Bree Morris, and I am a skeleton crew member at Boneshaker Books.
My name is Clay Beardshear, and I am now a skeleton crew member.
My name is Chris Lopez. I became a skeleton crew member just as part of my ongoing support of the bookstore.
I'm Corinth Matera. I'm a teacher at South High School in Minneapolis. I teach writing. I became a skeleton crew member before the bookstore existed.
I'm an educator here in Minneapolis, and around the time that I chose this book, I was beginning my first year of teaching. I chose Teaching to Transgress, Education as the Practice of Freedom by Bell Hooks. I'm holding it. Like desire, language disrupts, refuses to be contained within boundaries. It speaks itself against our will, in words and thoughts that intrude, even violate the most private spaces of mind and body. I just think she's a magical, feminist, radical human being, and I wanted everyone to have access to her book.
What I chose was the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass. I mean, he's talking about this process of liberation and resistance. And as part of that process, literacy is a key part of it. This book, it's the first book that Boneshaker ever sold.
I chose What Does Justice Look Like? The Struggle for Liberation in Dakota Homeland by Wazia Taween. Minnesotans have the capacity to make radical change once they understand the history and the need to work for justice. All of you reading this can no longer claim ignorance. And I use that passage very specifically in my teaching, when I'm teaching this book, to get students to think about the connection between knowledge and action.
I chose Ken Kesey's Sometimes a Great Notion. It's just a book kind of about the history of like American interpretation of masculinity. And so this is actually a really great encapsulation of that, because it is all about loggers trying to be the toughest logger that ever did log.
What makes Boneshaker really unique, as far as like looking at all independent bookstores that I've been to, is that it's collectively owned and volunteer run.
I'm invested in the longevity and the well-being of this bookstore.
What I've noticed throughout the years is that, I mean, so many volunteers have just made this place come alive.
Somehow it's this great functioning bookstore, even though everyone that's here is just a volunteer.
I also think reading is good. I don't know.
And I think that Boneshaker has blossomed into something else.